How's that one?
So are you going to pack the food for people? Sorry, are you going to be packing the food?
Banana? Yes. Yes. Hello.
James, there's more in it? Ask James if you want to see.
Anything vegetarian?
Some yogurt.
I think it's just growing every week. I think it is getting more and more scary, and particularly as we're approaching winter and people are now having to rely on their heating and things like that. I think that people are becoming more and more dependent.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
I think this has been a real critical point. The cost of living crisis is a word that, or a phrase that has been on the tip of everyone's tongue, but only really for the last 2 or 3 months. And I have definitely seen the impacts. I know that we had a real, these pantries were brought about in light of the pandemic, where situations for everybody really changed all of a sudden. And I think we've seen a real hike all of a sudden, where now there's just confusion and there's real desperation for a lot of people. And yeah, it's quite mad to think really the situation that we could be in a few months if things don't change. Food is not a luxury, food is a necessity. Everybody should access it, and people should not, it's a human right to be able to access food. It's the charities and it's on the ground organisations that are having to pick up the pieces because the government aren't supporting in the way that they definitely should be.
It used to be that those were people on the margins of society who couldn't access a kitchen, homeless people who needed that support. Now it's people in work, it's people who can't afford to turn on their cookers who are needing support. So it's not only an increase in demand, it's a change in the sorts of people who need our support. For those communities we are supporting with food, these are really, really desperate times, and they need all the support they can get in terms of making sure they're able to pay their bills and afford food to put on their tables.